Wait up.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
I hear you're working on a rocket drill.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Okay then.
Newton, but how many?
Come on,
Then
wait
why
up a
are you
minute.
saying
You
science stuff?
again? Can't you see I'm busy?
I've got something important for
Come
you
on,
to
Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
do. What does that mean?
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Okay. I'm a scientist
See,
too.
I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest,
why were you
which
just
is
saying
law,
science
but
stuff?
I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific
with-
knowledge.
To the past. I'm from the future.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. What are you doing?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
That
You
sounds
have no
boring.
idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Tell me about your rocket
Okay,
drill.
so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist.
Yes, you are.
Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about
Okay.
me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
So what are we supposed to do? Oh, he's going to the law offices. Can I follow
I better
him?
not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Okay, so did I lose? I lost him, so what am I supposed to do? Oh, there he is.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
When will you be finished?
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
Wow. How about quitting
How
early?
about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life.
You want some
Besides,
whiskey
if
then?
I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than
Why
one.
does he keep
What
calling
are
him
you
dog?
talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Hey, you're a scientist. Now sue me.
Expectation value, but only if the
What am I supposed to do? Emmett won't give you time of day. Perhaps if you two had something in common. What's Emmett muttering to himself about when he thinks you're not listening? Emmett's scientific problems are gibberish to Morty, but there's somebody who can make sense of them. Oh.
friction remains constant.
Of course, Doc. So now I gotta go talk to the future Doc. Or the old Doc, or the one that's fixing to get killed. I need to go talk to that Doc. Okay, and see what he's talking about. Doc, I'm back. Need you to tell me about
Doc.
science stuff.
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Well, I met your younger self.
Well,
seems
I
nice.
met your younger self,
Great.
and I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, he's gone crazy.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The what?
Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was
why
a
are you
spectacularly
so happy
miserable
then?
failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
So what are you saying then?
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections.
How do
I
you
carefully
memorize all
kept
these
them under
dates?
wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Okay. Yeah.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
Teen Doc. That's what I'm gonna
not
start calling
sure.
him. Old Doc and Teen Doc.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Okay.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums.
Can
No
you just
doubt
tell
my
me
younger
what it
self
means?
is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Okay.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Okay, so how could you do that then?
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Okay. So do I got like a... Oh, the tape recorder. That's right. I was wondering if I had some kind of tape recorder or something. Okay, so now we gotta go and use the tape recorder to record it. Hopefully he's still out here. Oh, there he is. Is he just walking back and forth? Seriously? Okay. Camera angle, work with me. There we go. Okay. So now we could just get out the tape recorder once we get over here. There we go. Now, use item on him.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
There we go. Yeah, hi. I just like recording people's random conversations. I hope you don't mind. I'm surprised you didn't say anything. Okay, so now we can go talk to the old doc. So we can finally figure out what the teen doc is saying. Okay. I'm going to keep on complaining about this camera angle because it is really messing me up right now. Okay, there we go. So now we just got a straight path that we can run. There we go. Now we can talk to him.
Doc!
I recorded your muttering.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
The what?
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the
I don't
interplay
understand
of
any of
subatomic
this.
particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So,
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know anything about science. Okay, so let's go
Hang
and
in
leave.
there, Doc.
I hope I don't have to memorize that. I do not understand anything about science. Good thing I'm not a scientist. I'd probably blow everything up, including myself. And that would really suck, because I do not feel like blowing up anytime soon. Okay. So, where is he now? Okay, where'd he go? Can I just open the door
I
then?
don't need to go in there anymore.
Oh, there he is.
One-dimensional harmonic oscillator,
Hey,
and
come back
hopefully
here.
H2, hey, mo-
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Yeah, you've already said that.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's
I knew it.
That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week.
Yeah. So
I'm
can
sure
you tell
you
me
would
about
have
your
figured it out
rocket
by
drill
yourself
now?
in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I told you I'm a scientist. The planet Vulcan. I don't think telling him that I'm from the future is anything good. I have no idea what George Verney is, so let's just say I'm from the planet Vulcan.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
I didn't
What?
even get to say it.
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm not from the patent office, by the way. Yeah.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of
Oh,
course.
is it the
Naturally,
really,
it's just a scale
really
model, but
I
it's
was
nearly
hoping for?
operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
How about first thing now? I need tonight.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
Flux capacitor.
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult
Alcohol?
it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes,
Yes, it
is it
is.
vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen,
I can
I'll help you
deliver it for
deliver
you.
it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. If it'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Thank you. So where am I supposed to deliver this to?
I've got to subpoena my grandpa.
Shh! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Okay. So now what? So what are we supposed to do now? What do we know about Kid
How about
Tannen?
Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right.
About the
You
subpoena.
have to deliver a lot of subpoenas.
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of
Arthur
new
McFly
curse
is my
words.
grandpa. Just so you know.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
Yeah, my dog's name is Einstein.
This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on a fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
Okay. Why do you quit?
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll
Well,
get if I
actually, you
mouth
could
off
get
to my
shot by
pop.
doing anything. You could stand out in the street and get shot. Any idea where we could find
Any
Walter
idea where we
McFly?
could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
Okay.
We'll get that
Bye-bye.
subpoena delivered. Or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Einstein.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course! Because he was a patent officer just like you.
Okay. Sure, that makes sense. Okay. So what are we supposed to do here? Wrong button. So what are we supposed to do here now? You never know who can help you lay your hands on some bootleg hooch. Maybe the most unlikely of people. Try talking to Edna. Edna? Where does she go? I'm guessing they mean young Edna. But where is she? Oh, there she is. Hey, nice bike.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Okay, then. Where's the Stay Sober Society?
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They
No,
do
I
the
have
most
not.
marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the
A
cellar of the
drunkie?
Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
What about the other story?
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
How did you turn into an old, mean lady who likes to yell at people? 'Cause you look hot now. But you grow up to be old and mean and hated and all that.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
I
Oh?
do?
Where?
In the police station? Really? At the Brown residence.
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due
Okay.
to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Yeah, I just gotta go convince him, I guess. Okay, goodbye.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Really? How come she used the exact same tone whenever I told her that I know where the Stay Sober Society can meet? She was like, oh, well. Okay, so what are we supposed to do now?